All right, welcome back. In this video, we're going to move right on down to HTTPS. Now, I want to just briefly define what this means. This is an easy one to win at, by the way. There's no skill here. So the HTTP is the structure of the internet. If you get into IT and all this stuff, you'll learn how the hypertext kind of functions in the internet. There are layers and how data packets go back and forth. And that's basically what HTTP is telling you, is how the internet works and the framework it's built on. But the S stands for Secure Socket Layer. And you can also hear that it's just the abbreviation of SSL. Okay, and SSL is an encryption method that encrypts all of your website traffic, which means there is cryptography applied to the packets that are going through the HTTP framework. Okay, so really to break this down in the most simple way possible is to say, right now, my voice is going into the microphone, it's being put into the computer. And when you're accessing this course, you're pulling that off of my websites, you're pulling my voice in this recording off of the server. And how does that get to you? Well, it breaks down this video, it breaks down all this data and digital information into tiny little packets, and those packets fly through the wires. Well, if you're a hacker and you know what you're doing, you can tap into what those packets are saying and read them. And countries do this to each other all the time with the undersea cables and all the stuff. This is, hacking. And how you prevent that is by masking, or not masking, securing the signal. And so what happens is the secure socket layer encryption, it uses a cryptography coding mechanism that supposedly randomizes the data. Really what it uses is very long sequences of prime numbers so that you cannot possibly calculate and crack this string of prime numbers that is encrypting your packets fast enough, and the packets arrive at the other side. So it protects them while they're moving. And then so what happens is, on my end, there is a cryptography key that is putting this giant string of prime numbers that nobody's going to be able to crack fast enough. And that shoots over to your computer, and my computer tells your computer the key, and then your computer decodes all that information and then has it there. That is what the S does. So when you go to a website that does not have the S and you get the big thing that pops up and it says you are not secure, what it means is that someone could be piggybacking on that data and reading your data. It means that the system is not secure and the encryption is not up to what the internet providers are currently saying is secure. Now, can you hack encryption data? Yes. There have been some rumors floating around even that some of OpenAI's, which is who makes ChatGPT, some of OpenAI's tools, their artificial intelligence tools, may have actually figured out how to crack what I think is called the 256-bit encryption. I could be wrong on that, but if that's the case, whoa, that's crazy, because this is how all of our financial transactions around the world are encrypted, and we would have to find an even better encryption method that the AIs can't crack. Okay, and so stronger AI gets, maybe they can hack encryption codes that are current, and then we need AI to make stronger encryptions. Okay, anyway, I digress. Now, in this case, our whole website is encrypted and all of the data going back and forth is secure. If you're not encrypted, Google is really going to have a hard time pushing you, because they don't want people on Google getting hacked every time they go to Google. So you need to make sure this is done on your site or your client's site. And the way you do this is you're going to call up your web host, whether that's GoDaddy or, WP Engine or Bluehost or whoever you've got, or you go in your dashboard and you say, encrypt it. And you can call them on the phone. They'll tell you how to do it. Usually just check a button and you're good to go. Oftentimes, if you have a plugin from your host on the back end of WordPress, you just go into your WordPress plugin and say encrypt, which I think is how we do it. So anyway, this is the HTTPS. And in the next video, we're going to get into breadcrumbs. We'll see you there.